Okay, hello everybody. Well, this training is live, and of course you can just hit the same link to watch the recording. And my name is Nicki Hill. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm like a talking head. And tonight I am going to be talking to you all about taxes. Woo! Money, 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 money. So if you do not have a notebook and pen in front of you, definitely watch the recording because you're going to want to take a lot of notes. I have a lot of visuals to teach you and show you how I stay organized and how I do my taxes. And I have been building my business for 20 years across the country. So what I know about taxes is that I've had a lot of experience with them, and I love owning my own business because, wow, you guys, I'm going to explain how money works and teach you the concept of it before I get into the whole organization. So if you're watching this on your YouTube link, I think on the right-hand side, it has a chat. So you can chat, you guys. Why don't you just post if you're here? Go to the right-hand side of this little computer screen here and chat and say, hi, Nicki, I'm here. And if you have any questions, I ask the sales directors in our national area to also be on so that they can feed your live questions while I'm talking. So if you are here, you guys, go ahead and go to that chat on the right-hand side, especially if you're on a computer here. And this will help you, and it'll help me know that I'm talking to people and not just myself. So let me explain to you how owning your own business works. When you work for somebody else, the IRS takes taxes out of your paycheck, okay? So you pay taxes. When you own your own business, you still pay taxes, okay? Some of you might have to pay taxes this year. That's actually a good thing, and I'll explain that. So how Mary Kay works, how owning your own business works, is that you have income, which is your sales and your commission checks, and you have outcome. When you work for somebody else, you only have income. So therefore, you're taxed on your income. When you own your own business, you are taxed on your income minus your deductions, your outcome. And I'm going to talk to you all about what your outcome means. So in other words, let's say I make $150,000 this year. That's my income. But I can deduct $50,000 because I own my own business of deductions. So I'm only going to get taxed on $100,000. Do you see the difference in income and outcome? So here's another scenario. Say you have sold $3,000 this year, but you can deduct $3,000 on your taxes. This is going to show a wash. You're not going to have to pay any taxes. Yay! Okay, say you sold $3,000 and you had $5,000 in expenses. What? That means you had more outcome than income, and you're going to show a loss, okay? What if you might be even, you guys? 3,000 in sales, 3,000 deductions, even, okay? Even Steven, total wash. More outcome than income, you're going to show a loss, okay? And like myself, if you have more income than outcome, you're still going to pay taxes, but you're not going to pay as much because you own your own business. Okay, I'm going to switch this light up here so that you guys can see me better. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. My computer just went away. Okay, so is anybody here? Just go in the chats and comment so I know you're here. All right, so that is owning your own business. So what you want to track is your income, your sales, and your commission checks. So I'm going to talk to you how you can receive those from the company. I actually just went on to marykayintouch.com yesterday, and I Googled taxes. You guys, everything you ever want to know on marykayintouch.com is there. There is a whole huge book, okay? Now, Kim Ferguson, Heidi's assistant, is going to be putting all of this information into a tab on HeidiGelzer.com. So if you want to write it down, it's going to be under HeidiGelzer.com, under education, under resources. This video, along with the entire tax booklet from Mary Kay, along with other tools that I'm going to talk about tonight, are all going to be in one place for easy access. Okay, so this might not be the most exciting call because we're talking about taxes, but I hope that you stay with me. I hope that maybe you and your spouse even watch this together and that you also are taking a lot of notes. Okay, so how am I organized with my income and outcome? Well, I'm going to read to you from Mary Kay tax tips. I'm going to read to you how you're going to get your 1099 from the company, okay? So this is directly from Mary Kay. An IRS form called 1099 miscellaneous for independent beauty consultants and independent sales directors who receive commissions, prizes, or awards in excess of $600 in a calendar year. So if you have earned commissions, star consultant prizes, the earrings, all the B prizes, you guys, the key prizes from last year, things like that, in excess of $600 or more, you will receive a form from Mary Kay. This will actually be on marykayintouch.com under income advisory statements. Now, even if you've made less than $600, you guys, you still are required to file for taxes, okay? So this is cool because Mary Kay gives it to this. So you'll also receive this form if your wholesale purchases total $5,000 or more in the calendar year. So that's January through December 31st, okay? If you do not receive the 1099, you're still required to report your Mary Kay business activities. So an income advisory statement for independent beauty consultants who receive at least $200 in company prizes or awards during the year, you guys will also get that. So this is cool, you guys. Yes, we do get taxed on prizes, okay? It's okay. We earned them. Yes, you do get like diamond rings. I get taxed on them. It's okay. They're still prizes, okay? So you guys look for this information. Beginning of January, look on your marykayintouch.com. And you should be getting an income advisory statement, okay? All right, so that's from the company. Check it out. marykayintouch.com has all this information. Legal, okay? It's cool. Okay, so let me get into the nitty gritty. How does Nicki Hill organize herself? Well, what I learned about 18 years ago, it was after I became a sales director, I had an office where I used to just throw things on the ground. Sales tickets, profiles, receipts. It was very, very disorganized. And this is why events change people's lives. Because in the hotel lobby at New Director Education Week in Dallas, Texas, I was sitting by a new sales director, and she told me a fancy thing called accordion file folders, okay? She said, Nicki, every year, this can be your Mary Kay life. And I was like, what? Yes, you guys, vertical is organized. Horizontal paper is disorganized. I was so disorganized because I would come home from a party and I would throw everything on the ground in a spare bedroom. That was my organization. So she taught me how to be organized. And so this is what I do. So I'm going to talk about different apps. I'm going to talk about how you can either keep paper copies or you can use the My Customer app. All different ways to organize your business. But I've been doing this a long time. I've had customers who work for the IRS. And a lot of times, you guys, it is really about organization when you're doing your taxes. And if you were to ever get audited, guess what? I have 4 accordion file folders, and I'll show you how I have them organized for every year that I've been in Mary Kay. Now, I do only keep the last 7 in case I do get audited. But you guys, seriously, if the IRS came to my door tomorrow, we would go in the basement and I would say, okay, here's 2019, my 4 accordion file folders. Here's 2018, my 4 accordion file folders. So I do keep them for the last 7 years. Okay, this is how you're organized. This is so exciting. Okay, you guys are still with me? Okay, Mary Kay 2019. Kim is going to post, this is amazing. So I go and I buy these accordion file folders from Walmart. These are labels that tells you everything that you can deduct for your Mary Kay business. Now, I have already bought my accordion file folders for 2020. My assistant, who I pay, which is a deduction, is going to print these off on label paper, and she is going to be putting together my new ones for 2020. So in here, you guys, it just talks about how I hope that you keep your gross receipts or sales, okay? Yeah. So I'm actually going to put that in a different one. But this, my Mary Kay 2019, you guys, this is my outcome. Remember I talked about income, sales, and commissions, outcome, okay? When you own your own business, you get to deduct things. You get to deduct things that people who work for somebody else do not get to deduct. This is what's so amazing about having your own business. Okay, so you are just going to print off those tax labels, which is going to be under HeidiGelzer.com, under education, under resources, okay? And you're going to put together your accordion file folder if you haven't already for 2019. So let me give you an example. It says that you can deduct returns and allowances. So if anybody returned product to you and you gave them a refund, that's a tax deduction. You can deduct all of cost of goods sold. So I hope that you have kept all of your invoices for your starter kit, for all of your inventory orders. Inventory and mileage are your biggest tax deductions, ladies, okay? So If you didn't keep all of your receipts, that is going to come. You can call Mary Kay. You can ask them for all of your ordering. And that will also be on your income advisory statement if you purchase that amount that I mentioned before. You can deduct advertising, your Mary Kay website, your business cards. Oh my goodness. If you put any ad in like your neighborhood flyer or something like that. Yeah, advertising, any flyers that you've made. What? Okay, that is all tax deductible. So you guys, I need business cards by the end of the year, and I need labels for my products. So guess what? I'm going to order all those things in December so that I can write it off for 2019. You can deduct car and truck expenses, mileage log. This is big. Now there are apps. You can do Mile IQ. Ask your sales director. Have consultants post you guys. What other Mile IQ or what other mileage apps do you use? You can also use, I don't use this, but you can use your Mary Kay date book, okay? It actually has a section on here that you can track your mileage. Now this is important for mileage. When you start a Mary Kay in 2019, if you did not do this, you need to somehow go figure it out. You need to know your beginning mileage on your vehicle that you use for Mary Kay, or if you use multiple cars for Mary Kay, because I did that in the beginning of my business. I used mine and my husband's car. I kept a little notebook in both cars. And every time I would do a Mary Kay appointment, I would write down the mileage. So for your tax form that you're going to fill out, which I'll talk about in a little bit, you need your beginning mileage when you started Mary Kay in 2019. Figure it out somehow. Guess if you have to. And on December 31st, write it in your date book right now. I have it written in my date book. Go out to my car and take my end of the year mileage. Because every time that you drove your car or your husband's or any vehicle that you use for Mary Kay, you can deduct that mileage, okay? But on the form that you'll fill out, you need to have your beginning mileage and your ending mileage and then all the mileage in between. So that's why an app is great for this, keeping a notebook in your car. I also always keep my date books for year to year, and I file these along with my accordion file folders. Why? Because I write everything down on here. I write when I go to Walmart to buy supplies, tax deduction. I write when I'm going to do deliveries, tax deduction for mileage. I write when I'm traveling, tax deduction for mileage, okay? To and from the airport, to and from appointments, you guys, to and from the bank. You know, anything that you're doing for Mary Kay, that mileage is tax deductible, but you do want to keep good records for that, okay? Another thing that's on here, you can deduct insurance. If you purchase the Mary Kay insurance for your product, you can deduct that. You can deduct office expenses. Oh my goodness, do you need paper by the end of the year? Do you need pens? Do you need dry erase markers? Do you need headbands? Okay, ink. Anything that you purchase, you guys, do you need a computer, a phone? I have gotten an office chair the last day of the month so that I can deduct that from my office, you guys. So anything that you use for your office, business-related office supplies, postage, oh my goodness. Do you send out Christmas cards to your team? Do you send out Christmas cards to your customers? Tax deductible. Okay, what else? Repairs, maintenance. Did you have to fix your phone or your computer? Tax deductible. Supplies, you guys. Section 2 is supplies. So that's why you need to keep those invoices. That's all tax deductible. Oh my goodness. Travel. So on Tuesday, I'm going to Louisiana to work with Amber and her amazing team. My mileage to the airport, my parking, my airplane ticket, all tax deductible because that trip is 100% Mary Kay. Now, if you are traveling and maybe you're doing Mary Kay one day over the holidays, but you're doing family time, then you could take a percentage of the time that you're spending working your Mary Kay business, as long as you have like sales tickets to show that you worked your Mary Kay business. So say that I'm going on a family trip and it's 5 days, but I'm working one day. So then I could deduct 1/5 of my travel expenses. So that's why I always keep my date books too, because I write in all my travel in here. And I usually always highlight, if you guys can see my book, I was pretty busy these last couple of days. I highlight when I'm working my Mary Kay business. So I keep those, you guys, for the last 7 years. I do. Okay, meals and entertainment. Oh my goodness, I meet a lot of people for coffee. Tax deductible. Okay, so all the things are on here, you guys. Wages. Now this is interesting. If you pay your children or your husband or an assistant less than $600 a year, you can deduct them on your taxes, you guys. this is exciting, okay? So maybe you want your husband to help you do your taxes. Pay him. And then make a sales ticket up for him that you paid him and tax deduct it, okay? Write it off. Freight, customer delivery service, you guys. You can go in to customer delivery service. You can go in to ProPay, and you can print out an end of the year report for any of the fees that you were charged for using ProPay or any of your customer delivery service fees that you did not charge somebody. Tax deductible. Your freight that you pay, your $10.95 or $9.95 whenever you place a Mary Kay order, tax deductible, you guys. When you mail product from your home or the post office, tax deductible. That for me is huge, you guys. I deduct a lot of those things. Okay, so what's cool about this sheet is that you just keep all of your receipts and you put them into your accordion file folder for 2019. Then I'm going to teach you how I just sit down and add them up. It's pretty easy. Okay, and how you even organize it on a weekly basis. Oh my gosh, are you guys like so excited? I hope you are, because I don't see any chats, and who knows if I can see them or not. But I'm just going to keep talking. I'm a talking head. Okay, so this is exciting. Now, that's outcome. Okay, there are apps, you guys, too, where you can actually, you can take a receipt and you can scan it into your phone. What is it called? I used to have it. I can't remember. If you guys know, ask your director. But it's super cool, you guys. So you don't have to necessarily keep all your paper copies like me. I've just done it. This is how I like to do it. I like to feel the paper. But you can actually just scan it on an app, you guys. How cool is that? And then it has all of your receipts like added up and categorized. So there are apps out there, you guys. And if you have to buy an app for your Mary Kay business, guess what? Tax deductible. Okay, tax deductible. Oh my gosh. Okay, so income. Okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Now, there is a fabulous app called My Customer App. You can keep all of your sales and your weekly accomplishment sheets in one place on your app, and it will total your sales for the week and then for the end of the year. Okay, that's amazing. So utilize the My Customer App. It is super cool. If you like paper, you guys, you simply label this January through December, and you can put your sales tickets in here for every month along with your weekly accomplishment sheet. A weekly accomplishment sheet is located on MaryKayInTouch.com under business tools, and it is phenomenal. You can actually enter it in online, you can print it off at the end of the year, and you just enter in your sales every week, and then at the end of the year it tells you how much you sold. Remember, income, outcome. Seriously. How easy is our business, you guys? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then if you're making commissions, of course, Mary Kay will send you that $10.99, okay? And that will be under, where did we say? It'll be on InTouch under income advisory statements, okay? So that's exciting. All right, so this is cool, you guys. So your sales tickets, cool. What else can you deduct? Because I want to talk about sales tickets in your My Customer App, and I learned this from amazing directors in our area. You guys, you can deduct products that you demo, okay? So what I do at the end of the year, and I've already had to do this, you guys. I already took off my shelf today because I had 2 parties. You guys, I sold $1,000 in one day. Skincare, no Christmas gifts, you guys. These women all bought for themselves from a vendor event that my sister Tammy and I did last week. You guys, booking in December is a mentality. But demo, are you kidding me? I had to take off another satin hands off my shelf, an oil-free eye makeup remover, an under-eye corrector, okay? All of the things that you use to demo is a tax deduction. Now, you could use your My Customer App and just make up a customer and call her demo. And then you can just put into your app all the products that you demo, print it off at the end of the year, and you can deduct it, okay? I do it old school. I do it on a sales ticket. So I have a sales ticket for 2018, and I write down all the products that I'm demoing. You can also deduct gifts. So anything that you want to give away 31st, you guys, oh my goodness, give away gifts for Mary Kay. Give away satin hands, give away satin lips, whatever you want to do. Those are all demo. Now, other things I've done at the end of the year, you guys, to get more tax deductions, because here's the deal. You either pay yourself as a self-employed person or you pay the IRS, okay? That's what happens. So I would rather spend money on my business, okay, and take a deduction to lower that, income deduction category, than not take those deductions and pay. Okay, so here's the deal. What if you need a brush set? Do you guys need brushes to demo at your party? Take it off your shelf, demo it, okay? I did this one December, you guys. I put together, these are on section 2, I put together all the samples of the eyeshadows. Because you know what? I did this probably 5 years ago. No, these are Chroma Fusion, 2 years ago. You guys, these eyeshadows have lasted me 2 years. They're amazing. And I sell so much more product because I can show so much more product. So maybe that's a thought. Do you want to take and demo that? Do you want to put together, one of these? Okay, this has all the cheat colors. I have some out, but the contouring, highlighting. You guys, the more you can demo, not necessarily at the first appointment. Remember, you guys are good at your parties. You know how to work it. You know how to book follow-ups. I did Holiday Glamour, dash out the door today, lips and lashes, sold $1,000, okay? But I booked them all for follow-up appointments, okay? Their second sessions. And when they see that they get to choose these at their second session, you guys, that also gets you more bookings. So it's a deduction to build your business. Does that make sense? You want to build your business by having those demos. Okay. The other thing, what does your roll-up bag look like? What does your demo roll-up bag look like? I demo the full size of every skincare set. I have that to demo at every appointment. All the things, yes, that came in your starter kit, but what else do you want to take off your shelf? I have one of everything, you guys, to demo. Because yes, it's a tax deduction, but also yes, I can show people product. And when they want to try it, I have it. So those are some of the things that would be an outcome in 2019. Okay, so let me move on here. Tax Essentials is also on MaryKayInTouch.com. This is like a 50-page document. Kim is also going to put it on HeidiGelzer.com for each and every one of you, along with the tax labels and everything else that I'm talking about. But when I was a brand new beauty consultant, I read that 50-page document because you guys, this is your business. This is your money. You want to know where your money is going and who's getting it and who's keeping it, okay? That's the cool thing about owning your own business. So we talked about taking your end of the year inventory and figuring out your beginning of when you started your Mary Kay inventory or mileage. Your beginning inventory, you guys, when you started Mary Kay, if you started this year on the tax form that I'll go over in a little bit, will be 0, okay? If you've been in Mary Kay, you need to look at your end of the year inventory in 2018, and obviously that would be your beginning inventory in 2019. So around December 30th, I write in my calendar to do an end of the year inventory because you do need this for your taxes. So I used to sit with a paper, oh my goodness, like order form and go through every single product that I had. It was insane. Until I learned to just go to MaryKayInTouch.com and sit down with my inventory or pay a child to do this and deduct that, okay, or your husband. And what you do is I just put together like a mock order and you can label it, you can save it as end of the year inventory 2019. So in other words, I go in there and you guys, you can do it however you want. You can do it all individual. Like if you have a lot of lipsticks and you want to know exactly what your inventory is, you can be like, ooh, I have, one Berry Kiss or one whatever, okay? What I do is I just add up all my lipsticks and I put them all under one color because it really doesn't matter. Because what you need is the total of how much inventory you have at the end of 2019. So the reason I do it on the 30th is because I usually place an order on the 31st because that's a tax deduction. And I want to have less inventory on my shelf on the 30th. And then I want to order on the 31st so that my inventory is lower when I write down my end of the year inventory. And then I place an end of the year order so that I can deduct that on my taxes. You guys, this is a lot of times why it is great to join Mary Kay towards the end of the year is because your deductions are a lot higher than your income, okay? And remember what I taught you. If your deductions are higher than your income, you show a loss. That means you get money back, okay? That's why it is a great time for people to start a Mary Kay business or any business at the end of the year when your deductions might be higher than normal and you don't have the whole year to spread them out. Okay, so I just make up a mock order on InTouch. You can do whatever you want. You can be as detailed as you want if you want to know exactly which mascaras do I have. And sometimes, a lot of times, I do that so that I really, on December 31st, can make an order so that I know exactly how to fill in the blanks. And so that my inventory starting off in the new year is exactly how I want it. You can also keep track of your inventory in your My Customer app. So, you might not even have to do this if you've scanned in your little barcodes and you've kept good records on your My Customer app. So you guys, if you haven't done that, maybe that's something to start in the new year. If you haven't done, a mile IQ, like for mileage, maybe that's something to start in the new year. If you haven't done these accordion file folders, start it in the new year, you guys. That's what I love about Mary Kay. You can always keep getting better and better and better. Remember, I did taxes for 2 years being a hot mess, okay? No accordion file folders whatsoever. Now, I do want to go over another accordion file folder that I have, and it's called Home 2019. So anything that isn't directly related to my Mary Kay business, the receipts go in here. Maybe medical bills, maybe my shopping habits in case I want to return something. My mortgage, okay, my car insurance. Anything that isn't directly Mary Kay related goes into this home. Now, when you meet with your accountant, or even on TurboTax, when you do your Mary Kay taxes, what's really cool is that the IRS gives us a little bit of leeway. So say that your Mary Kay deductions are not higher than your income, okay? Your income is higher. So then the IRS says, then you can start deducting other things. And this is going to be on the tax form that Kim's going to post to from an accountant that a lot of Mary Kay consultants use. And actually, I don't personally use him, but whenever I've moved, you guys, I've used a lot of accountants. I always use his tax form and I take it to my accountants. So say that you're still looking for more deductions. You want to show a loss somehow, some way, if you possibly can. And so then guess what? In here are my mortgage papers, right? My utility papers, my trash, all the things that I use in my home. Now, as you guys can see, I use a good portion of my home for strictly Mary Kay. Strictly Mary Kay. This is not a dining room. This is not a kitchen. This is my Mary Kay office. If you have a designated area in your home that you use for business, you can deduct a portion of your mortgage because you have a home-based business and you have a home office. You could deduct a percentage. So say that my home is a third. Say that my Mary Kay office is a third of my home. So it's not really, but just for example. So then I could deduct a third of my mortgage. I could deduct a third of my utilities. I can deduct a third of our trash system, okay? But what you must do, and I always recommend you guys having an accountant, or even if you do this on TurboTax, reading through everything, because it is kind of fun, that you will be allowed to deduct those things if you haven't shown a loss with just your deductions already, okay? And this is all on the form that Kim's going to post as well, and it's going to be under HeidiGelzer.com, under education, under resources. Okay, yay! Okay, so these are my 3 accordion file folders, and you're like, Nicki, you said you have 4. Well, some people just like to use my customer app. I still like the paper. I love the profile cards. Why? Because here are my profile cards, okay? And I just label this for the year, January through December. That's what I do. So I have profile cards for every year because I do the referral game on the back of their profile cards. I write notes on there. I might do pink marketing and they're taking notes. I love to see what people wrote. So these are all the profile cards, you guys, from today. I mean, you can see I got some referrals. She gave me more. She gave me a lot. She booked a follow-up. She booked a follow-up. Yep. I like to keep my profile cards. So this is my 4th accordion file folder for the year. Now, tax deduction, you guys, go buy them. Go buy these 4 accordion file folders for 2020. And if you haven't yet put together yours for 2019, go do it so that you can compile your mess on your floor, wherever it might be, so that you can have it. Okay, I keep losing my computer. I hope that you guys are still seeing me. Okay, so let me look at this now. Snow removal. I live in Wisconsin. Because I own my own business, I'm going to deduct a portion of that because I work from home. So you guys, all these things, when in doubt, don't throw it out. That's what I learned about receipts. So this is how Nicki Hill stays organized. I have a box, okay? It's my file box for the week. In here goes my sales tickets for the week. In here goes my profile cards. Now, if you're doing it on my customer app, you might want to change this up a little bit, okay? In here goes my receipts for the week. Oops, I hope you guys didn't lose me. I think I lost myself. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so what I do is I pay my assistant, Kira, and each week when she comes in, she goes through this box. She enters my sales into my customers on InTouch, okay? You might do this on your app. She enters in my profile cards, and she takes my receipts and she files them. Something that I'm going to start doing in the new year is I'm going to get that app where you can just take a picture of it and we can all have it digital. Won't that be fun? Okay, it's on my list. All right, but this is how I stay organized. Instead of throwing things all over the house, this is my weekly box. Now, if you're not going to pay somebody to enter these in, then you want to schedule at least an hour a week, you guys. That's really the only time it takes. An hour a week to enter in your sales, enter in your profiles, and then to file your receipts. Because you guys, to do your taxes, all you're going to do is add these suckers up, add your sales up, or look at your weekly accomplishment sheets for the year. And you're going to do your income versus your outcome. And you're going to fill out a fancy little sheet that Kim is going to post, okay? And it's going to look something like this. So Jack is, I think it's his son now, but his name is Vetcher, okay? This is gonna be on the website. This is a great form that you just fill out with all the answers that I gave you. So in other words, it says total of all sales slips. Subtract any money refunded to customers. Total of any other income, including commissions, which you'll get a 1099 if you made over $600 from the company. Cost of goods sold, beginning inventory, ending inventory, products purchased. Automobile expenses. Okay, total Mary Kay miles driven throughout the year. Advertising, newsletter, website, subscription, and dues. You guys, when you go to meetings, that's deductible. Conference fees. Do you know that anytime you go to a January Jumpstart, career conference, seminar, leadership, all tax deductible. Unit meeting fees, purchases of business equipment, purchases of business furniture, product and liability insurance, interest and finance charges. You guys, if you finance your inventory and you're paying interest on a credit card or something, you can deduct that. Your ProPay, you guys, make sure that you're printing off that end of the year report. Make sure that if you did Venmo or Cash App that you're printing off that report. I always use one credit card for Mary Kay. So that's another way that I keep track of all my expenses is I have one credit card where all these receipts actually are on. So I kind of like double record everything because I keep the receipts. And then at the end of the year, I print off my Mary Kay, the card that I use for all of my business expenses. I print off that report. And those reports, you guys, are awesome. They give you everything. They have it all categorized. If you write checks, you guys, keep your checkbooks. Keep your duplicate checks for anything. Okay? Seriously, records are important. When in doubt, don't throw it out. Legal and professional. When you pay an accountant to do your taxes, that's deductible. Tax preparation, office supplies we talked about, printing, postage, clothing, uniforms, your beauty coat, your red jacket, and your sales director suit. Anything that says Mary Kay. You cannot deduct, you guys, just buying a skirt, okay, or clothes. All right, no. Rent. If you're a sales director and you have to rent meeting spaces, which we do, we can deduct that, you guys. We can deduct prizes. Oh my goodness. Travel expenses, meals, bank service charges, credit card processing fee. These sheets, if you were to just fill this out after you've done your records and you've added things up, you guys, and you take this to an accountant, because I have like 10 different times because I've used many accountants, they will understand your Mary Kay business. And you will understand your Mary Kay business. So what I do is I actually sit down whenever I get a new accountant and I go through this with them. And I make sure that they're on the same page as me. It talks about freight charges again, you guys. Cell phone. Percentage of how much you use for your Mary Kay business is a tax deduction. Internet. If you strictly use it for Mary Kay, you guys, tax deduction. Wages paid. If you paid somebody, right, to help you in your office. Other household expenses. When I have an open house, if I buy food or I pay a cleaning lady and we're doing Mary Kay things here, you guys, that's tax deductible. Oh my goodness. And then it talks about your office and your home, the things that I talked about. You guys, this sheet is phenomenal. So you don't have to pay him to be your accountant. You can. All the information will be on the sheet as Kim posts it. But these sheets are the best I have found, you guys, across the country to know exactly what you can deduct. And then you guys, all you do is hand this in. And if you're doing this on TurboTax, you just fill in the blanks, okay? So this will be on HeidiGelzer.com under taxes, your labels, so that you can be organized, okay? Get you a file box so that every week you can just put away your papers, you guys. Get vertical, not horizontal. Get an accordion file folder for your sales tickets. Get one for your home. Get one for your customers. Use the apps, you guys. Research apps. There's so many different ones. Ask your sales directors. I'm sure there are great ones out there that I don't even know about. Okay, so how long does preparation take? Well, old school, this is Nicki. A lot of you guys, it takes much less time because you have everything already in your apps. Like you already do the receipt app and you already do, your My Customer app. You guys have all these things set up. Well, for me to just sit down, you guys, and honestly add up all my deductions and to take as many as I possibly can by December 31st, okay? That's why I'm taking a trip to Louisiana. So you guys, seriously, the more you do by December 31st, the more income you get to keep for yourself. Think about that. You either pay yourself or you pay the IRS, okay? What you need for your business right now, think about that. How can this help you? How can you get more deductions? This is cool. Having a Mary Kay business, you guys, is like having a baby, okay? It's tax deductions if you keep good records. So it takes me exactly 2 hours. I sit down on the floor and I add up everything. And all I do is guys, hopefully you can see this, and that's it. And then I set up a meeting with my accountant and I go and see him, okay? So I think that's pretty much it, you guys. The key is to just be organized, and if you have questions, please reach out to your sales director. But just think about that money again. When you own your own business, you get deductions. My husband and I were just talking about this the other day. He does not work for himself. When he was a principal, he was considered a minister of the gospel. So he actually got a lot of tax deductions because he was considered like his own, like me, own your own business. So now, you guys, we are looking for as many tax deductions as possible. That's why in our home, a huge part of it is a Mary Kay office. So we can deduct things that we would have normally. You guys, you're going to have a cell phone. You're smart for having a Mary Kay business, so you can deduct it. You're going to have a computer. You're smart for having a Mary Kay business because you can deduct it, okay? So think about the things that you need. Maybe make a list of it. I already know I need business cards. I need labels. I need to restock my inventory. I need to look at my demo bag. I need to see what products are low. What do I need? How do I want to run my business and be ready in the new year? Because you guys, when you hold appointments now, guess what? I'm booked for January. I'm even booked for in between Christmas and New Year's, because booking, you guys, it's a mindset. It is a mindset. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. And the same is true with your money management, you guys. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So I would encourage you, watch this again. Reach out to your sales director if you have any questions or concerns. Watch this with your spouse. And you guys, it gets easier and easier, okay? But seriously, this is the easiest system I have found for accordion file folders, you guys, is your Mary Kay business all in one place. And then my tax return, you guys, it just gets filed in the back of one of these, okay? So it's all in one place, however that works. So get excited about running your Mary Kay businesses. Get excited about December. Get excited about demoing products. Get excited about giving gifts from your store and writing it off. Oh my goodness, you guys, you get a 50% discount. How exciting is that? Oh my goodness. So I hope that this worked. I hope I didn't cut out too much. And I hope that I was able to answer your questions and to be systematic and easy. And once again, this recording is going to be under HeidiGelzer.com, under education, under resources, along with all the other materials that I spoke about tonight. Keep your date book, keep your records, you guys. That's the key. And when in doubt, don't throw it out. But seriously, you guys, I love that we get tax deductions, like for real. Everybody needs to own their own business somehow, some way. And we are so blessed to have Mary Kay as ours. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. And please do reach out to your sales director if you have any questions or concerns. Bye, everybody.